Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand here to explore a fascinating journey, how the United States of America rose to become a global superpower. This transformation did not happen overnight. It was shaped by a combination of geography, industry, military strength, innovation, diplomacy, and cultural influence. First, we must acknowledge the geographical advantage. The USA is blessed with vast natural resources, rich farmlands, oil reserves, and minerals that fueled economic growth. Its location, protected by oceans on both sides, provided security and allowed it to focus on development without constant external threats. Next came the Industrial Revolution, a turning point that catapulted the nation's economy forward. From steel production to automobiles, industries flourished, creating jobs and attracting talent from around the world. This economic rise laid the foundation for global influence, making the USA a leader in trade and commerce. However, economic power alone was not enough. The nation's military strength played a decisive role. During both World War I and World War II, the USA emerged as a key player, not only securing victory but also shaping the post-war world. The Cold War further cemented its position, as it became a dominant force in global defense, with military bases worldwide and unmatched technological superiority. Speaking of technology, innovation has been a driving force. The USA has led the world in scientific breakthroughs, from the invention of the airplane to the creation of the internet and the space race that put the first humans on the moon. This commitment to progress ensured that it stayed ahead of global competitors. Beyond economics and military power, the USA's global influence has been strengthened by its leadership in diplomacy. It played a key role in founding international organizations such as the United Nations and NATO, shaping policies that impact the world. Its economic partnerships, trade agreements, and alliances continue to shape global markets and politics. Lastly, the USA's cultural and ideological impact cannot be ignored. Its values of democracy and freedom have inspired nations, while its entertainment industry, Hollywood, music, and sports, has captivated audiences worldwide. American companies, brands, and digital innovations continue to shape how the world communicates, does business, and entertains itself. In conclusion, the USA became a superpower through a combination of natural advantages, economic strength, military dominance, technological advancements, diplomatic leadership, and cultural influence. Its journey offers valuable lessons on resilience, innovation, and global leadership. While challenges continue to arise, the foundations that built its superpower status remain strong. The geographical location of the USA played a significant role in its ascent as a superpower. Its vast expanse of land, stretching from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the Pacific Ocean in the west, provided abundant natural resources. These included fertile land for agriculture, large reserves of coal, oil, and other minerals, and abundant fresh water. This allowed the nation to develop a self-sustaining economy, reducing reliance on imports and boosting its economic and industrial growth. Additionally, the USA's location between two vast oceans, Atlantic to the east and Pacific to the west, provided a natural barrier against foreign invasions, especially in its early history. This allowed the country to focus on internal development rather than defense against constant external threats, fostering long-term stability and growth. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century was a major turning point for the USA, as it transformed the country into an industrial giant. The development of factories, railroads, and mechanized farming techniques allowed for mass production of goods. Innovations like the steam engine, telegraph, and steel production became the backbone of American industry. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the USA had transitioned from an agrarian economy to one driven by industry, producing steel, textiles, and machinery in abundance. This industrial growth created jobs, improved productivity, and attracted waves of immigrants, adding to the labor force and cultural diversity. The ability to produce goods at scale helped the USA become a dominant force in global trade, leading to economic power and influence on the world stage. The USA's military prowess is one of the most significant factors in its rise as a superpower. World War I and World War II were pivotal in demonstrating the USA's military might. The nation's entry into both conflicts tilted the balance of power in favor of the Allies, showcasing its industrial capacity to produce weapons and military equipment on an unprecedented scale. In the aftermath of these wars, the USA became a primary player in shaping the global order. The USA's involvement in World War II also marked the beginning of the Cold War, during which the country developed nuclear weapons, leading to a strategic military dominance. Military alliances such as NATO and the establishment of military bases around the world allowed the USA to project power globally, establishing its military supremacy. The Cold War rivalry with the Soviet Union further solidified the USA's position as a global military superpower. The arms race and the space race were arenas in which the USA showcased its technological and military superiority. Reinforcing its status, innovation, and technological advancement have been key drivers of the USA's rise as a global leader. The country has consistently been at the forefront of scientific discovery, from Thomas Edison's invention of the light bulb to the development of the Internet by DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. The USA's achievements in space exploration, such as landing the first man on the moon in 1969, symbolized its technological prowess. Additionally, the USA's leadership in fields such as medicine, biotechnology, and computer technology solidified its status as a center of innovation. The technological revolution, particularly in information technology, and the rise of Silicon Valley, made the USA the birthplace of the digital age. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook became global leaders, shaping the modern economy and communications beyond military and economic power. The USA exerted influence through its leadership in global institutions. After World War II, the USA was instrumental in establishing organizations like the United Nations, UN, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, shaping the post-war global order. Economically, the USA became a center of global trade, with the dollar emerging as the world's primary reserve currency. Through policies and economic diplomacy, the USA influenced global trade agreements, helping to shape international markets in its favor. The Cold War era saw the USA leading a coalition of nations against the spread of communism, strengthening its alliances through organizations like NATO and offering financial aid through programs like the Marshall Plan. This helped extend its influence across the globe. The cultural influence of the USA, particularly through its media, has been one of the most enduring aspects of its global power. Hollywood films, music, and TV shows have become a dominant cultural force, influencing societies worldwide and promoting American values, such as individualism and democracy. The export of American pop culture, from jazz and rock and roll to modern films and social media, has made American culture synonymous with modernity, success, and entertainment. This cultural export created a global admiration for American lifestyles and ideals. Additionally, the ideological export of democracy and capitalism, especially in the post-World War II period, further solidified the USA's position as a superpower. The American model of governance and economic systems became a global standard, with many countries adopting similar structures. In conclusion, the rise of the USA to superpower status was not the result of any single factor, but rather the culmination of its strategic use of resources, innovation, military might, and global influence. Each step, from harnessing its natural advantages to leading the world in technology and diplomacy, has contributed to its unique position on the global stage. While challenges may arise in the future, the foundations that have built this extraordinary nation remain robust. As we look to the future, it is clear that the lessons of the USA's ascent to power, resilience, adaptability, and leadership serve as a powerful example for nations and individuals alike. Thank you.